focused, community focused. We're here for you. Our point of view. At 5 o'clock, you're North London. A week in review. We're here for you, yeah!
Hooray! 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 Hooray!
Community Focus is an art centre for children and adults with disabilities. We are based in the borough of Barnet, North London, and offer a selection of creative and well-being activities for all ages.
In the room we have
Carol,
Jonathan,
Hila,
Amir,
Maria,
Phillip.
and Annie.
in today's episode, we are celebrating Annie has completed her foundation year at Chickenshed and we're so proud of what she has achieved. She also shares some insight into what it's like to study on a course with additional needs and the amazing support she has received along the way. Phillip has been recognised in a special way too, receiving an award for his kindness. We'll also have a thoughtful discussion about whether we are introvert or extrovert and how this affects our daily lives. So, settle in and join us for our usual mix of joy, reflection and honest conversation.
So Annie, why are you here?
Because you asked me to come as a special guest.
So you are a special guest.
I'm a special guest today
And why are you a special guest today?
because I've just graduated from Chickenshed. Come on.
Annie.
Carol, how's your week been?
Alright.
Cool. What have you been doing?
I had a show on Monday with Fixation. It was fun. We did acting, dancing, singing.
What was the show called?
It doesn't really have a name, but it was about different generations, how we got sucked into a TV and we were trying to get a way out.
That sounds really cool. Jonathan, how's your week been?
I did the bowling with the Barnet MenCat group. I went to my nerd club.
Okay, what do you do at your nerve? What do you... Okay, what do you do at your nerds club?
Sit around awkwardly while I try to think of things to say to people.
Gila, how's your week been?
My week has been good. I went to work. I did my CJ's bakery that I love. I made strawberry tarts.
Gila, why didn't you bring us anything from CJ's bakery?
It was all for sale at the Rafe Hub and for other people's orders. I'm sorry.
Amir, how was your week?
Very good, yes. I went to bowling with my mem club friends.
Maria, how was your week?
Been coming here Thursday yesterday, all day. Coming here for the radio show today, more laughs. And I'm just been at home rocking to music.
What sort of music are you rocking to?
Bon Jovi, The Cult, Def Leppard. Oh my God, I've forgotten all the other rock bands. What about them rock singers that got the big hair? My hair looks like that when I let it down. One day I'm going to let it down to show you guys. I look like between Bon Jovi and Def Leppard when they were younger.
Never heard of them.
I'm disappointed. Rock on, heavy metalers.
Phillip, how was your week?
On Tuesday, I went to see my partner. We've been together 3 years. We met at a food hub in Edgware. slash musicals in Edinburgh, and several people got us together, you know, and it's so nice, you know. I love her so much, you know.
Aww.
Yeah, Mark Karen. Ladies and gentlemen, Spoon, thanks Annie for asking all these questions. Let's give her a hand.
And now we are interviewing Annie, who has graduated from Chickenshed.
Hello, Annie. When you graduated, did you had to do a lot of studying?
A lot of the course was practical, which was better for me because I really struggle with written work. We did have to do a 17-page report, but I felt confident enough to ask for help with that.
What was your journey to Chickenshed?
I like performing arts. My brother did the course, he loved it, he made loads of friends, I've made loads of friends, they were inclusive. I never got an opportunity to be on stage before I came to Chickenshed, so they opened up a lot of new pathways for me.
Annie, what is your condition?
I have autism, dyspraxia, and moderate learning difficulties, and I chose Chickenshed because I knew that they were going to give me the right support that I needed.
How do these conditions affect your life?
Sometimes I have really high anxiety, so the teachers are very supportive of that in Chickenshed. I need sometimes a bit more help than others with understanding things, like questions. Yeah.
Did you always want to perform?
Yes. I knew I wanted to do performing arts in secondary school. I took drama as a GCSE, and then I went on to do a BTEC in performing arts, which then led to me going to Chickenshed, and I've loved it.
How would you recommend someone else starting Chickenshed?
You have to have an interest in performing arts. There's stuff on the website about it, and then on their open evenings you can watch one of the degree shows for free.
Why did you choose the Chickenshed?
I chose Chickenshed because I love performing. I knew I was going to feel supported and make loads of friends.
During the foundation degree, how did they support you? And if anybody else wanted to do this kind of foundation degree, how would they get support?
We got given progress trackers, and we tracked ourselves throughout the year and gave ourselves positive feedback, what we thought we went well, what we need to improve on. They also gave us feedback. They've helped a lot of my confidence because they're very supportive, and you know they get it. Like if you need a bit of extra help, they just know how to help you. If you're struggling, you can ask for one of the mentors for support. There's a counsellor on site who comes in once a week, so you can ask to have sessions with her.
What are the costs that surround doing courses at Chickenshed?
So my course is $6,000 a year. They also offer a BTEC course, which is free. I also get support from the DSA, which is funded. So they provide you with like computer, laptop, external mentors, like all the adaptive equipment that you need to complete your course. So you have to apply for that through the DSA website. It stands for Disabled Student Allowance. There's also a maintenance loan, and it helps pay for your travel, food, clothes, and you can just spend it on whatever you want really. But I don't get that.
How many performances were you in?
Okay, so you do 3 main ones a year. So you do the Christmas show, the spring show, and then you do one with your class. So I've done 6 performances at Chickenshed in the 2 years.
What happens if you're shy and you have to do an performance?
Everyone's really supportive of each other, and we all help each other on stage. For example, if someone forgets a line, then someone else will step in, or they will whisper it to you or something like that. That happened in one of our shows, and it was so good and so funny because it was a comedy show. So we could just add bits in if people did forget their lines. I feel really supported by my peers, and I finally managed to sing in front of my whole class. So I'm really proud of myself for that. The more I do it, the more confidence I get.
Do you get bullied or teased about your disability?
They have zero tolerance for bullying. Everyone's different, and you just have to be understanding of that.
Annie, out of the whole time of you doing your foundation, do you have any special bits that was your favourite?
Probably when I asked to join the choir, because I felt like I was the only one that was left out of it, and they allowed me to do it, and I was so happy. Because I was meant to be in it anyways, but they forgot to email me. So they let me be in it because they could see how much of a passion I had for being in the choir.
Can you give 3 tips to anyone who wants to start Chickenshed?
Don't be nervous, be yourself, and take up the opportunity that's given to you.
So what's next for you?
I'm going on to do the bachelor's degree in inclusive performance. So you have to go on work experience for I think it's 2 weeks in a theatre or a place of your choice. I'm thinking of being an events manager because I really enjoy helping out at events. There's also outreach, is where you take your performances into schools. And a lot of the performances that you do is issue-based, and there's a lot of research involved. I do enjoy acting, but I feel like I should be one of those people who help out at events and stuff, because I love volunteering, and I love helping out at events and helping audiences. I feel like I'd really enjoy working in a theatre or backstage and stuff like that.
Who decorates the stage?
So they have a whole backstage team and a whole team that makes the props and the set of the stage. They change a set every Christmas show.
Annie, do you get glam up? Do you put your own outfits and put your own makeup on, or does someone else help you?
Chickenshed provides the costumes for the end of year shows, but for the Christmas show and the spring show we have to find our own costumes. They recommend to get a second hand. You can ask other people to help you do your hair and makeup if you want them to.
You turned up here once in makeup, or was that Carol?
I'm thinking Carol.
Carol did she?
With black.
You look like you've been down a coal mine.
Pirate!
Remember? She got do you remember? Yeah. What show was that?
Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates. I was a pirate too.
Yeah.
I was a pirate as well.
It wasn't that film Pirates of the Caribbean,
No,
was
it was
it?
Peter Pan.
Annie,
Yeah.
you know in your foundation course, how many people are in your class?
I think there's about 30 in our class, or 32. I can't remember. Yeah.
Annie, I want to ask you a question. Yeah. How does your parents feel about you doing this?
They're proud of me. It's just what I'm going to do after this, which is the problem.
One step at a time.
One step at a
Yeah.
time.
Just
One
enjoy what
step
you're
at
doing
a
now.
time.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of comments on my posts, and everyone feels proud of me, and I feel proud of myself because I never thought I'd get this far in my career. Yeah.
And what did you think when Andrea got in touch and said, "Can you be on the podcast?"
I was very excited because I've just graduated and I'm feeling so happy.
Thank you, Annie, for coming in and answering all our questions. Can we give Annie a massive round of applause?
Annie!
Phil, I heard you got some news for us.
Yes, there's 2 good news I'll tell you. First thing is that me and Karen, we got engaged.
Woo!
And we're having the wedding next year. And the second thing is, on Wednesday, Your Choice Barnet rang me up and said, "Are you busy on Thursday?" I said, "I go to my community focus on Thursday." I said, "Could you miss it? Because Your Choice Barnet has put you forward for an award."
Wow!
I thought to myself, why me? Why me? What have I done?
Well, you must be lucky, Phil. I wonder what kind of award it is. Is it like a paper award or them awards you carry? Like them big massive gold things?
Other, it's here, this one.
Congratulations, Phil Reckham, for winning the Staff Choice Award. Wow!
And I felt so chuffed and proud of myself. I thought, what? Why me? You know?
So it's a certificate.
Yes, it is a
So when did you get this then?
yesterday.
Wow! Look at that. And it's been framed and everything.
And what did you? Who put you forward for this award?
It was one of my carers, Marlene, and to Helen, because I know Marlene for 35 years, as you know, and she just put me forward, you know. And Helen agreed with Marlene as well. She's my manager of Your Choice Barnet.
So Marlene is your carer. She comes round your house. And
Yeah, I've got several carers come to see me.
But Your Choice Barnet provides carers like Marlene.
Yeah, and other people as well. Yeah.
And so what? Why did you win the award? What is it about you that made you win the award?
Because of my friendliness, friendliness and happiness, you know. And I felt really proud of myself. I really did, you know.
Did you get emotional, like cry tears of happiness?
As a matter of interest, Maria, I did.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I didn't know what to think, you know. Oh. But there's not just me. There's some other people as well who got the award as well for being the difference, but you know, making life different, you know.
So you must have made something to get this award to make people happy.
But it's my
like a personality.
Personality, yeah, my personality.
How many years have you known them for?
I've been with them about 8 years, and they've been a great help to me. And this Marlene, who I told you about, she does more than she should to me. You know, she's been very special to me. I would like to thank you all for giving this award. Thank you very much.
Lovely job, Lee.
Jonathan, would you say you're an introvert or an extrovert, and why?
I am a very introverted. Yeah, it's difficult for me to not really be anything else. Although, if the circumstances are right, I can be more extroverted, I guess. But most of the time, I don't get to really be around those particular sort of circumstances. So yeah, most of the time, I am just very introverted, and yeah, it does have a bit of a it seems to have a bit of a repellent quality to it from what I've seen. People seem to be more attracted to being around extroverted people. You know, they find the charisma that comes off more extroverted people more just generally attractive, you know, so that sort of thing keeps people around them. So yeah.
Carol, are you introverted or extroverted?
I forget which one means what.
Introverted is the one where you keep more to yourself, like that's how you remember.
Okay. I would say I'm an introvert more because I tend to be quiet. and I tend to observe people more than I talk to people. So yeah, I'm an introvert. Gila, do you tend to lean in more of an introvert or an extrovert, and why?
Thank you, Carol. I think I am more extroverted because I like talking to people. I like hanging out with friends. I like going out places, shopping. Sometimes I like to be by myself and not have anyone talk to me. But I'm mostly an extrovert, and also I love annoying people. So so I'm mostly I think I'm an extrovert, yeah.
So apparently there is another side to it. Dum dum dum. So if you tend to lean in from both sides, it's called ambivert, where you go by introvert and extrovert.
Jonathan, do you think being an introvert holds you back at any point?
Yes, it has held me back many times. I often find that when you're meeting people, often for the first time or maybe the second time, any of these sort of early encounters you have with people, it seems as if they're trying to sort of get a read on you, they're trying to sort of get as much of your personality down as they can sort of observe. And if you're very introverted, then they don't have much to go on. And that can make people feel very uncomfortable. I've definitely noticed that from others in the past. And because I'm not extroverted, attempting to be extroverted doesn't always work out. It's not something I'm accustomed to, so it can make things very awkward, trying to be funny or something, or just like as interesting as possible. Any kind of thing that shows, any sort of charisma or anything like that, it doesn't go very well a lot of the time. Occasionally it can, but people can generally see when you're trying a bit too hard, and that can also make them uncomfortable as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a minefield, really.
Carol, do you think being an introvert holds you back at all?
It has its fears of it, like where you're too scared to say something, of what, like, you're worried what other people will think about you if you say the wrong thing. Like, the more quiet you are, they say silence is good. Like, being silent is good because it's kind of powerful in a way.
Carol, do you think being on this podcast helps you at all with getting your emotions or how you speak out?
I would say in the beginning I was kind of quiet, kind of nervous, but as I kind of developed new friendships, I kind of got used to the environment where I was confident to speak in some situations and express my thoughts in a new environment. I think it's quite interesting how other people have different views on how I ask the questions. I believe. I just sound really professional. I think this podcast has made me kind of confident in a way, because I'm probably able to like get my words around more, like, because when I used to speak, I would probably get it all mixed up, like I would like stutter or like get my words mixed up, and then I would find that embarrassing. But now, since I've been being able to talk more, maybe that's kind of given me strength to speak more clearly and not getting words mixed up. So, Jonathan, I've noticed an increase in your confidence with you asking questions. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, for me personally, from my point of view on things, I can't really see it myself, but I suppose I can understand that other people can probably see what I am not capable of seeing. But it's the most difficult thing to get myself to believe in these sorts of improvements, which I imagine is probably the case with a lot of people. But I hope you're right. I am getting better at this. It's just making that step to getting to the point where I can see it is the biggest hurdle, really.
Jonathan, does your social anxiety affect you being an introvert?
Yeah, it's all a part of it, really. Yeah. A lot of the time, I'm not talking because I feel like I'm unable to. You know, sometimes I choose to be quiet, but sometimes I want to say something, but I just can't get myself to do it. Yeah, I will often think of things to say and think that I want to say them, but trying to sort of get myself to sort of reach in and become a part of a bigger collective of people that are talking, it takes some confidence that I don't have very often.
Yeah.
If you like what you've heard today, please give us a follow, like, share, comment on what you thought about that episode. Bye. Adios.
Community focus. We're here for you. Our point of view. At 5 o'clock, you're in North London. A week in review. We're here for you.